So, as if having a perfect draft machine set up in my pub shed, the Mabbers Tavern, wasn't enough, we now have another shiny new toy to play with, the Heineken Blade beer machine. From taking a look at this new machine sat next to my existing Philips Perfect Draft, you can really tell that whilst the Perfect Draft machine was made purely for the man cave, the pub shed, the home drinker, the Blade on the other hand was built to be something that would be displayed in a pub or a cafe bar, sat up on the counter, all lit up, the dome all lit up, and displaying the beer that's currently inside it. These machines were originally only available to be sold to pubs and businesses. It's only been recently, over the last couple of years, especially when the pubs were all closed at one point, that Heineken decided to make these machines available to the general public to purchase as a direct competitor to the Philips Perfect Draft. So we've got one, and it's just in time for the 2-year anniversary on when we first embarked on what we called Project Pub Shed. Well, we needed something to do over lockdown, didn't we? I have to say, upon ordering this from Beerwolf, I did feel sorry for the poor delivery driver that ended up bringing 5 heavy boxes to my house. He kept asking me all the time, are these for you? Are these all for you? What can I say, I'm spoilt rotten. He couldn't quite believe it. So you're probably wondering why I've gone and bought myself another beer machine when I've already got a Perfect Draft. Well, the answer is simple. More choice. It comes down to having more choice. It's as simple as that. You see, there are a number of beers that are available for the Blade that aren't on the Perfect Draft, and vice versa. Now, whilst the Perfect Draft perhaps has more to choose from when it comes to your pale ales, your IPAs and your German and Belgian beers, with the Blade you're getting more of a variety of lagers and ciders to choose from. In fact, the Perfect Draft has only just recently gotten a cider available as a keg for that machine, the Orchard Pink, which is something I'll be reviewing in a future episode. But the Blade already has a number of ciders already available for it. What other differences are there? Well, a Blade keg is 8 litres, whilst the Perfect Draft one is 6 litres. The Blade kegs also tend to be generally cheaper than the Perfect Draft ones, but you can't actually return these to get beer tokens. You'll have to put them in your recycling bin instead. Also, whilst the Perfect Draft has a digital temperature gauge, the Blade has an analogue one, and it actually looks like the dashboard of a Mini Cooper, which is rather stylish, I thought. So, the first beer that we're going to review in the Blade is the Birra Moretti. Now, I had originally planned to do a video where I was going to do a comparison between Aldi brand and own brand, like I've done before in the past. I had originally planned to compare the bottled version of Birra Moretti against the cheeky Aldi copycat version. But you know what? Sod that. Let's get a proper pint of Birra Moretti poured instead. In the glass, it's simply a much more pleasant beer to look at than what you would get from the bottled version. There's plenty of carbonation going on in the glass. It's a fabulous golden coloured beer with a full finger of white head. This looks like a proper pub pint. We haven't reviewed many Italian beers before here on the channel. I think it's literally this, Peroni and Lisa on Perfect Draft. So that's something I'm going to have to rectify at some point. We've not got enough representation of Italian lagers on this channel, so that's something that I need to sort out in the future. Especially as I do love a good, decent pint of Birra Moretti. On the aroma, it's a little malty and with a subtle hint of sweet lime. It's clean, crisp and hoppy. It's Birra Moretti, straight from the brewery itself in Italy, so its appearance and aroma are already going to be that little bit better than the version that gets bottled here in the UK. We've seen that before when we were taking a look at Stella Artois on Perfect Draft. The Stella Artois on Perfect Draft is a world apart from the stuff that's in bottles and cans that gets brewed over here. You're getting it directly from the source, you're getting it directly from the brewery itself, and the difference is outstanding. This keg version on Blade is just like what is brewed for and served at the pubs. So on to the taste. It's a beautifully crisp, clean, cold lager that goes down very well on a hot weekend like this. Great bit of bitterness on the back end, nice and balanced with the sweetness. I'm going to enjoy this just in time for the bank holiday in May, which is when I'm actually filming this video. So you'll probably see this a few weeks from now. It's a brilliantly stylish bit of kit, is this blade, so I'm very happy with this purchase. So, after a change of keg, we're now going to try a cider for the first time here ever on Beer Club. This is the Apfel Rauber, or Apfel Rauber, or Orchard Thieves, as it's more commonly known as here in the UK. In the glass, golden in colour, plenty of carbonation going off. Yes, there is no head, but then again you don't tend to get one on a cider unless you've had quite a lively pour. There's a lovely crisp apple aroma, slightly sweet. On the taste, it's wonderfully chilled from the machine. There's a pleasant tingle in your mouth to go along with that crisp apple taste. It's extremely drinkable and refreshing. It's not too sweet. The carbonation makes it a really pleasant drink. I'm not usually a cider drinker myself, but this is an absolute godsend on a hot sunny day. It's absolutely perfect for barbecues, parties, and just for having friends over, like I have here today. As you can see, I have a glamorous assistant working behind the bar this weekend. Anyway, look out for more reviews of Blade kegs coming soon on this channel, and more perfect draft keg reviews as well. I've recently put together a compilation video on this channel where I've essentially taken every single perfect draft keg that I've reviewed so far and I've popped them all into one handy video. Well, it's handy video, it's 40 minutes long. So it's there as like a handy buyer's guide. So if you're thinking of maybe getting a perfect draft machine yourself, or you just want an idea of what beers are worth buying, then go and check that out on my channel. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one. So that is it for another episode of Beer Club. If you have enjoyed the video, then please do leave a like and a comment. Be sure to check out some of my other videos as well. Please also consider sharing this video across your various social media platforms, in particular with those that have got anything to do with craft beer, real ale, beer machines, pub sheds, man caves, in general. And be sure to subscribe to the channel as well to see future videos just like this. But until next time, thank you very much for stopping by the Mabbers Tavern, and we'll catch you again next time.
This is like the first time Joshua cleans. Just for a video.